Hey guys, it's Bree. So in today's video, we're going to be doing my March TBR, of course, using my TBR prompt jar. I really don't know what prompts are left in here, guys, so we're just going to go in this blind together and see what happens. I really don't know exactly what I read for this month. I think I just want variety because I am going on vacation in the next week. So I know for sure I do want some good reads, some good variety, and choices, even though I'm probably not gonna read a lot on vacation, but I do want to see what's in store for me today in this TBR prompt video. So let's go ahead and actually just get started and choose our first prompt in here so that we can choose our first book. So it's gonna be this one. Ooh, it's a little bit bigger. I say a book in your top 15 of the year. Okay, so we're starting out really good with this one. I do have my journal. Where is it? I think it's right next. Yeah, it's right here next to me. Of the books that are in my top 15 for the year. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember off the top of my head all of them. I've already read one because that was The Chase by Ellen Kennedy. So we have Destroy the Day by Bridget Kemmer, Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, Foul Heart Huntsman by Chloe Gong, Ruth's Vow by Rick Ross, Electra by Jennifer Saint, The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. The Inheritance Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Carver, Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo, Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Muscaka, Through My Window by Ariana Godoy, Wolf Song by TJ Cologne, Love Redesign by Lauren Ashton, and Binding 13 by Chloe Wash. So we have a good amount of fantasies in here, some romances. I will say a good amount of these are books that are last books in this. Some of these are books and last books of the series. Some of these will start new series as well. With this list, I'm leaning towards either, I'm not gonna lie, either Foul Heart Huntsman or Electra by Jennifer Saint. Because I really do need, I'm not gonna lie, I do need to read Destroy the Day by Bridget Kemmerer, and I do want to read that, to be honest. But like I said, I'm going on vacation. Do I really want to be, because I know that's a book that I feel like as soon as I get more into it, I'm gonna want to binge into it, and I need something that's a little more light if we're gonna go on vacation. So I think I might do, even though I literally just said light, I think I might do Electra by Jennifer Saint, because this one is one of the books as well that's been on my TBR the longest, and it needs to be read. Especially because, like I said, Ariana is one of my favorite books. If we're gonna completely be honest, it's probably one of my top 10 favorite books of all time, which is crazy to me because I love that book so much. So I feel like Electra can be one of them. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't know much about this story in Greek mythology, so I'm very interested to see going into it how it's going to be, because I really do enjoy Greek mythology, but I'm not gonna lie, it can get boring depending on the topic. So I'm very interested to see going into this if I end up loving it as much as I did Ariane. So this, guys, is gonna be my first book of this TBR. And let's go ahead into prompt number 2 with this and see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and choose this one. This is going to be, a book you bought based off the cover. What book did I buy based off the cover? A lot of books, if we're being completely honest. I will say Ollie Blake one, is this One for My Enemy or what is this? Yeah, One for My Enemy was totally a cover buy because this cover is so pretty. We also have, let's do a little scooch this way. The Bone Witch by, I don't know how to say this author's name, Rin Chibuko. This one was also a cover buy because this one sounds so interesting to me. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I actually am interested to see because she is a necromancer. A necromancer, I believe. So that sounds really good to me. We also have, what else is over here? I do not know what else is over here, to be honest. We have Shadow and Moonlight, Sky in the Deep, The Dawn. We also have The Coven by Harper L. Woods. I believe this is dark romance, academia romance. I do not know. I don't even know which book goes first with this. So I'm very interested to see this one as well. This book is not even that long. It's only 280 something pages. Is it like dark academia, dark romance? I think that's what this is. This one was also a cover by, to be honest. This one does sound really intriguing. Ooh, does it have witches in it? Hold the phone. 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 Interesting. Okay, so this one is really interesting. I don't think I'll pick it though, because, you know, not really into that right now. Ooh, so it's either between like the Bow Witch and One for My Enemy, but I'll leave blank. I kind of low key, I'm not gonna lie, these both give off, I'm not gonna lie, literally all three of the books give off witchy type of energy, because I believe this one is like a rival witch families, and then like I said, this one, she is a necromancer. So ooh, I'm really interested to see going into, but this one is also the start of a series, so I don't know if I want to get into a series right now, but this one is one that I really do want to read. Ooh, I think we might do, let's do One for My Enemy by L.V. Blake. That was a little bit more of a, what's it called? That was a little bit more of a harder to pick for me, if we're being completely honest, because I did want to, those two sound so good to me. But this one's one that I've been wanting to read for a while. And I do want to get into L.V. Blake's writing, because this one, Master of Death, a lot of people do say they like the Atlas Six. And that one is, of course, academia as well. So we shall see going into this how we feel about it. Will I read it this month? I'm hoping to, but we shall see if I get to it or not. But I'm very excited. Is there pictures in here? Hold the phone. Say less. Okay. We're going to go ahead and put this one on the TBR, guys, and see if we get to her. We are getting some variety. I asked for variety and we're getting it. That's so interesting. That's so funny to me. Okay, let's go into prompt number 3. Okay, prompt number 3 is going to be this one. Ooh, the next book in a series. I think, ooh, with this one, I have some books from last month that I did want to carry over, but I think I might choose a different one for now, because there's some other books in here that I really want to read. So I'm thinking Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver, which is the last book in the Romanus Love trilogy, or we have The Play by L. Kennedy. Also one I really do want to read because I just finished The Risk. So these two are higher on my list. Let's see. We also have, right behind me, we have Iron Flame by Brooke Arrows. I'm not gonna lie, this one probably will go on my TBR no matter what, because I do need an audiobook pick for the month. And that's the one that I feel like I'm going to read next on audio. So that one might be on the TBR no matter what. But these two are the two that are a little more higher on my list. I think for this one, ooh, I don't know, because we'll be ending off a series with this one, but this one is a series I also do want to continue with. I think we're going to go ahead and do The Play. We're going to go ahead and do The Play by L. Kennedy, because this is the third book of the BRU series, and this one is Hunter's book, and I'm very interested to see going into this how Hunter is in his own book, because if you know, if you've read the first 2 books, you know how Hunter kind of behaves in those books. This one, he's trying to like basically better himself and stuff like that, and he takes a vow of celibacy. So that is interesting and stuff like that. And then you have Demi, who I don't know much about her, but we shall see going into this how it is. I'm very excited for this, and like I said, I really do want to get through this series because I really do want to read The Ground Effect and all of those other books that are in that trilogy that she has. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put this one on the TBR. I'm very, very excited going into that one. It may be my next read because I literally just finished The Risk, so that one may be the one I'm reading next. So we shall see. And then let's go into prompt number 4. Okay, so prompt number 4, it was a little piece of paper. We book with a number in the title. Okay, so I think I only, if we're being completely honest, I think I only have like 2 books that have numbers in the title. I think it may be Binding 13 and 6 of Crows, which are 2 books that are on my top 15 of the year. So if I read those, I get another one of those off my list. But what book do I want to read? I think we might. I really want to do Binding 13, guys. If we're being completely honest, Binding 13 is one of the series. The Boys of Tommen series is one of the series that I have next on my list that I really want to read. Compare, no, I'm not gonna lie. I have other series that I need to get to, but that one is one that's higher priority on my list, guys. So, I think we're just gonna go ahead and do Binding 13. Would it mean that I'm actually gonna read it this month? I have no idea, for being completely honest. But it is one, like I said, it's a little more high priority because I really do want to get to it, especially because I think they said Claiming 10 is coming out. I think they said this year, but we shall see going into this how we end up loving it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put this on the TBR. I'm very excited for this, guys. Will I get to it this month? I'm hoping I do, because like I said, I do really want to get started with that one, even though it's a series that I don't need to be starting, but it's okay. And then let's go on to prompt number 5. Okay, so prompt number 5 is going to be this one. There are about like 2 to 3 other books on here on my eye that I do want to try to read for the month, so we'll see if we can get these on there. Ooh, a book with pink on the cover. Okay, so a book with pink on the cover. Let's see what we have over here, guys. Ooh, we have A Fragile Enchantment by Alice Soft, which is also one I really need to read. Because that's been on my TBR for a good amount of time, and I have yet to read it, guys. So sorry. What else do we have that's got pink on the cover? Ooh, we have The Darkness Within Us by Trisha Levenseller, which is also one that's higher on my list. We have Check and Mate, my Vampire Plus One, Love in the Time of Serial Killers, and then Once Upon a Broken Heart. All size pink in the color. But if we're being completely honest, I do really want to read this book. I do really want to read this book, and especially if I want to put some fantasy in here, I feel like this is the choice to have. This one is basically set in the same world as The Shadow Between Us by Trisha Levenseller, which that is one of my favorite standalone fantasy novels, and I really do enjoy that one, so I feel like I may enjoy this one. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know exactly what this book is about, but I'm very interested to see going into this how I like it, because like I said, I do really like Trisha Levenseller's novels, her writing. I do enjoy them, so let's go ahead and choose this one and put it onto the TBR, guys. Oh my gosh, do not fall. Please do not fall. Okay, and then let's go into prompt number 6. Okay, let's go with the big piece of paper right here. I don't know what's in this one, so we shall see. A book over 500 pages. Oh, this is perfect because I know for sure Iron Flame is over 500 pages. I think it's about 600 pages. So she's a little bit more of a chunky one. Like I said, yep, she's 620 pages? Like 23 pages. I'm excited for this one, guys. Especially because I'm not going to lie, I feel like I need to catch up with this series. Especially because Onyx Storm came out like 2 months ago. And a lot of people say, I'm not going to lie, a lot of people say Iron Flame isn't their favorite. But Onyx Storm changed the game. So we shall see going into this how we feel about it. And like I said, this one is probably going to be an audiobook that'll have a good amount throughout the month because it is, like I said, a little bit more of a chunky one. So very excited about this one. Very excited to see what goes on with it as well. And let's go ahead and get on to prompt number 7. So this is going to be prompt number 7 right here. Oh, an LGBTQ plus read. Okay. So with this one, I don't remember exactly. I know for sure Celestial Monsters is because it has trans representation in it. I know TJ Kaloon's books as well have it. Is there anything else that's on here? The only other one I can think of is God of Fury by Rita Kent, because that one's MM. I think it's gonna be probably Celestial Monsters. Actually, Celestial Monsters or the Summer Queen as well. The Summer Queen also has representation in there as well. Ooh. Let's do Celestial Monsters by Aiden Thomas. Let me see if I can get it down. Oh, also at the end of River Styx also has it. But I think we're going to go ahead and go with this one because I really do want to read this one as well. So this is Celestial Monsters by Aiden Thomas. This is the second book in the Sunbearer Trials duology. I really do enjoy Aiden Thomas's writing. At least Cemetery Boys is one of my favorite books by them. I really do enjoy that one. I did enjoy the first book of this one as well. So I'm hoping to go into this without having to reread the first book. But stuff went down with that one. So we shall see what happens in this one as well. So yeah, and this one is of course it's duology, so it's the second book in the duology. So we shall see what happens in this one, guys. So basically this is like the Latino Hunger Games. That's what it is. That's the premise of this book. And like I said, I did enjoy the second one, but it's been a while since that one came out. So we shall see how this one ends up being, because I think it barely came out. Was it 2020? Yeah, it barely came out last year. And the other one came out, I think, in 21. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that one there and go on to our next prompt. I believe we have 3 left. Okay, let's go ahead and go with this one. Ooh, a fantasy. Okay, so another fantasy. Girl, I think I need a little more romance on here, if I'm being honest. But it's fine. It's okay. A fantasy book. Let's do a standalone. I feel like a standalone is one that I need, of course, to get to. I'm not gonna lie, Wings of Starlight is high on my radar because I really do want to read that one. But if we're gonna do an Allison's soft books, I need to do Fragile Enchantment, guys. This one is one that needs to be read. I've been wanting to read it for so long, and it needs to be read, guys. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do this one as well. See how we are getting into this one, because like I said, this one on my TBR many times, and I have not started it. I really do need to start it soon. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this one on the TBR, and hopefully we get to her, or hopefully we get to read it and everything like that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 2 more prompts to choose from. Hopefully they're good ones, because like I said, there's 2 other books on here that I really do want to read, but we may end up reading them no matter what. We shall see. Okay, it's gonna be this one. Oh, a book with a playlist. Okay, so this gives me a chance to read the 2 other books. Oh my god, the 2 books that I'm thinking of, they both have playlists in them. So we shall see which one I want to choose. Ooh, this is gonna be hard, to be honest, because there are 2 books I really want to read. We have King of Sloth by Anna Huang, which of course Anna Huang has. I feel like Anna Huang has some of the best playlists in her books, especially because King of Envy. That playlist sounds so good. It sounds so good. But this one I'm so excited for, and I think King of Envy literally comes out this month. Does it come out in March, or does it come out in April? I don't know. But this is one I really do want to read. But I also really want to read Scythe and Sparrow by Brendan Weaver. I don't know, guys. They're both 2 books I really do want to read. This one actually finishes off a series for me. This one is one I need to read to catch up to a series. So they're both a little bit higher on my priority list right now. But I will say this. I do want to read Scythe and Sparrows, especially after reading the last book, Leather and Lark. And I do want to see what happens. So I think we may go with Scythe and Sparrow with this, guys, because it gives me a chance to read this. And I really do want to read it. So we're going to go ahead and choose Scythe and Sparrows for this, guys. I thought I would choose King of Sloth for this, but it is one I really do want to read. So let's go ahead and put that on there. And choose our last prompt. Okay. Let's see what our last prompt is going to be, guys. Hopefully it turns out in our favor, but if not, we shall see what happens. So our last prompt is going to be... Ooh, it's one of the smaller pieces. I'm scared. A book with time travel. Okay, I already know what book this was for whenever I had wrote it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a book I'm probably not gonna read, because I do want to read this book, but I'm just not in the mood to read it. So we may not read it, no matter what. And that is Never a Hero by Vanessa Lynn. That's the one book that I need to read. And I have yet to read it, so let's go ahead and throw her on here. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been avoiding this one as well, because the next book hasn't been announced of when it's coming out. I believe she's still writing it. Which, girl, this book has been out for a while. I need to see what happens. But I'm very excited to... I'm not gonna lie, I really did enjoy the first one. So I'm very interested to see, going into this one, how I like this one. and how it is. Because I'm not gonna lie, the way the first book ended was so interesting to me. So I'm very interested to see how this goes on into this book. So yeah, so Never a Hero by Vanessa Lynn is the one book that fits this prompt. So we're gonna have to go with this prompt. And that, guys, is all the books that are gonna be on my March TBR. It is a good spread. It's an interesting spread. We shall see going into this what I read, if I even stick to my TBR, because I'm not gonna lie, a good amount of these books I do want to read, but there also are a lot more that I want to get to as well. So let's go ahead and do our rapid fire rebound. What am I thinking of? I have no idea, guys. It's getting late, like always, and my mind is going crazy. So of course, let's get into this and go into our first. I need a nap. I need to go to sleep. So of course, we have Electra by Jennifer Saint, which is going to be one of my, like I said, that's on my top 15 of the year. So that one I'm very excited for. Then we have Olivia Blake's One for My Enemy, which I believe is also a standalone. So that gets some standalones on there. Then we have The Play by Elle Kennedy, which is the third book in the Briar U series. Then we have Chloe Wash's Binding 13, which is the first book in the Boys of Tommen series. We have The Darkness Within Us by Trisha Levenseller, which is, I believe, it is a standalone novel. And then we have Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. I forget the name of the series. It's the Imperium series or something like that, but that's the second book in that series. Then we have Celestial Monsters by Aiden Thomas, which is the second book in the Sunbearer Trials duology. Next, we have A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Soft. Then we have, oh, please do not fall. Then we have Scythes and Sparrows by Brendan Weaver, which is the third and last book in the Rumours Love trilogy. And then we have Never a Hero by Vanessa Lynn, which is the second book in the Only a Monsters trilogy. Like I said, I don't know when the third book is coming out to this, but it does help me catch up with a series if I do end up reading this month. So yeah, guys, we have a good amount of options in there. Let's see exactly what I get to reading for the month of May. This is going to be an interesting one. So let me know down below, guys, what your reading for May is going to be, guys. What books are we most excited for? What are your most anticipated releases, guys? Because there are a good amount of releases that are coming out in the next couple months that I need to catch up with and make sure I have everything I need. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.